Okay, we will have our example for eliminating the arbitrary constant. So example number 1, y equals c sub 1 e raised to negative 2x plus c sub 2 e raised to 3x. Now, to eliminate the arbitrary constant, if we have two constants, say for example in this case we have here c sub 1 and c sub 2, then we have to take up to second derivative since we have two arbitrary constants. So take the second derivative. If we have only one arbitrary constant, then we will have the first derivative. Okay, so we will have here, since we have two arbitrary constant, then we will take up to two derivatives. So first derivative, y prime, that is equivalent to the derivative of this one. Take note, c sub 1 is constant. So constant times e to the negative 2x. So derivative of e to the negative 2x, that is negative 2e negative 2x times c sub 1, that is negative 2 c sub 1 e negative 2x. Remember, derivative of e to the u equals e to the u times the derivative of u, which is equivalent to negative 2. So this is negative 2 times c sub 1. Okay, for this case, we have here plus e to the 3x, derivative of e to the 3x equals e to the 3x times 3 times c sub 2 equals 3 c sub 2 e to the 3x. Next, that is our first derivative. Second derivative, y double prime, that is equivalent to, so c sub 1 times e to the negative 2x. So again, derivative of e to the negative 2x equals e to the negative 2x times the derivative of negative 2x equals negative 2. Negative 2 times negative 2, that is positive 4 c sub 1 e negative 2x. Plus, for this case, e to the 3x, derivative of 3x equals 3 times 3, that is 9 c sub 2 e to the 3x. So we will call this one as our equation 1. Equation 1. This one is equation 2, and then this one is equation 3. Okay, since we have here two arbitrary constants, so we take up to the second derivative. This time we will combine the two equations and eliminate one of its constant. So we will say we will combine equation 2 and 3. So equation 2 and 3, and then eliminating c sub 1, eliminating c sub 1. So we want, for these two equations, we will combine these two equations and then we will eliminate c sub 1. So if we eliminate c sub 1, we need to multiply any number for this equation so that when we add this equation to the other equation, this will be eliminated. So if this is negative 2 and then this is 4, so we have to multiply by 2 for this equation so that this will become negative 4. Negative 4 plus 4, that is 0. So this part will be eliminated. Okay, so I will multiply 2 to this equation. So 2 times y prime, and then equals negative times 2, that is negative 4 c sub 1 e negative 2x plus times 2, that is 6 c sub 2 e to the 3x. Okay, and then we will copy this one, y double prime, which is equivalent to 4. Okay, so 4 c sub 1 e negative 2x plus 9 c sub 2 e to the 3x. Okay, now if we add these two equations, of course this will be eliminated. C sub 1 will be eliminated. This is negative 4 plus 4, that is 0. So we will just add these two equations. By adding these two equations, the result is 2y prime plus y double prime. This one. And then this one will be eliminated. And then this 6 c sub 2 plus 9, that is 15. So we have here 15 c sub 2 e to the 3x. Okay. So if you have noticed, we only have one constant when we combine equation 2 and 3. This time, we will combine, it's up to you if you want to combine equation 1, equation 2, or equation 1, equation 3. So for me, I will choose equation 1 and 2 because I want to eliminate c sub 1. Okay, so I will combine equation 1 and 2. So combining equation 1 and 2, okay, I will write here equation 1 and equation 2. So if I will combine equation 1 and 2 and then I want to eliminate c sub 1, this is negative 2. So I have to multiply this one by, this equation by, if we add these two equation, I have to multiply by 2 for the first equation. So 2 times y, that is 2y, okay, plus I equals 2 c sub 1 e negative 2x plus 6 times 2, so 2 c sub 2 e 3x. So for this equation, I multiply this equation by 2. So 2 times y, 2 times c sub 1, 2 times c sub 2. Okay, and then equation 2, we have this one is y prime, which is equivalent to negative 2 c sub 1 e negative 2x plus 3. C sub 2 e to the 3x. So if we combine these two equations, okay, if you have noticed, you have to add so that this group will be eliminated. So 2y plus y prime. If you add this one, 2y plus y prime, which is equivalent to this one becomes 0, and then 2 plus 3, that is 5, c sub 2 e to the 3x. Now this time, if you have noticed, we only have one constant. So what we will do this time is to combine these two equations. So we will call this one as equation 4. Okay, equation 4, and then we will call this one as equation 5. Okay, combining equation 4 and 5, and then we want to eliminate c sub 2. So this is 15, this is 5. Therefore, to eliminate c sub 2, we have to multiply this one by 3 or by negative 3, or you can use negative 3 or positive 3. And then if you want to use positive 3, then you have to subtract. If you want to use negative 3, then you have to add. Okay, I will write again this one. So we have 2y prime plus y double prime equals 15 c sub 2 e to the 3x. And then after this one, I have to multiply by, this is 15, this is by 5, so I have to multiply by negative 3. I have to multiply this one by negative 3. So that when we add, this is 15 plus negative 5, that is, negative 15, that becomes 0. So I will multiply this one by negative 3, okay? This equation by negative 3, so 3 times 2, that is negative 6y. Negative 6y times negative 3, so negative 3, okay, negative, I will write here, negative 6y times 3, negative 6y minus 3 times y prime. Okay, so that they are aligned, which is equivalent to negative 3 times 5, that is negative 15 c sub 2 e to the 3x. So when we combine the two equations, okay, when we combine these two equations, this becomes 0. And then we have here, we will just add the two equations. Okay, when we add the two equations, okay, when we add the two equations, that becomes negative 6y. I will write here or in this part na. Okay, negative 6y when we add. So that is negative 6y, and then when we add this one is negative y prime. Okay, and then we have here plus y double prime, which is equivalent to 0. Okay, 0. So if you have noticed, we eliminated our arbitrary constant c sub 1 and c sub 2. Therefore, our final answer is, I will write this one, y double prime minus y prime minus 6y is equivalent to 0. So, if you have noticed, there is no arbitrary constant to our final answer.